What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the World of Juice channel. Welcome back to the Chicago Bears Legends Fantasy Draft Series here on the channel. The end of Season 5 has come. It is time to finish off this perfect season playing none other than the Raiders. We gotta play the Raiders at home at Soldier Field, Week 17, undefeated season on the line, a chance at a berth in the Super Bowl on the line for the 5th straight season. Matt Nagy is ready. He wants another Lombardi. You know it. Trevor Lawrence wants to prove the critics wrong. All throughout the season, ever since the Super Bowl last year, Trevor Lawrence has been getting questions from the media, from his own family, from his own teammates, saying, why did you throw that pass in the fourth quarter to end the game? Why were you not looking at a better option? He's been getting criticism throughout the entire season, and now it is time for him to silence the doubters here tonight at Soldier Field. The Bears defense is ready to show up one final time this season. Look at this defensive line that I've put together. All 4 defensive line members have stars underneath them. They are phenomenal players. And the Raiders run a jet sweep to start out the game. Jim Kelly getting a little bit crazy here to start off this game for the Raiders. Dante Pettis takes the ball up for a first down. Fresh set of downs here for the Oakland Raiders on the 30-yard line. Kelly drops back in the pocket. He finds his man, but it's to be denied by Daxton Hill, who I've been very impressed with over this season and last season. He has been a very productive safety for us, as a backup especially. He just has a nose for the football, it seems like. There he is again. He was the one on the tackle there. He just seems to be in the right place at the right time for all these tackles. But Jim Kelly does rifle that one in there in the middle of the field for a big first down here. 48-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the Raiders. Drop back in the pocket. Fake handoff. Kelly has time. He finds his receiver open. And Daxton Hill there again around the ball. 3 straight plays now that Daxton Hill has been involved in the stop of the play. 2nd down and 10. Jim Kelly snaps the ball, drops back in the pocket. 2 Bears defenders were on him. Oh, but he gets the ball off, and the Raiders get the ball up 5 yards. Sony Michel on the reception. 47-yard line, 3rd down and 5. This Bears defense has been a little bit on edge here early in this game. Myles Murphy got in the backfield, hits Jim Kelly, but he gets the ball off, and Stevenson with the undercut tackle on Sony Michel. Great awareness, knowing where the first down was and stopping him short. 4th and 1, the Raiders punt. And it's a punt that Rondale Moore will not be able to take back. It goes out of bounds at the 11-yard line, and now it's time. Trevor Lawrence, number 16 for the Bears, makes his way onto the field for the last time this season. Well, for the first time this regular season, if that made sense. And he hands off to LaDainian Tomlinson, who gets stuffed in the backfield, stopped behind his own lineman. 2nd down and 9 after maybe even a half a yard, if that. Lawrence drops back in the pocket. He finds a man. Calvin Johnson, his favorite target, on a comeback route. Trevor Lawrence, nice play to start this game off. Fake handoff to LaDainian Tomlinson, throwing on the run, finds the outlaw Jesse James for a first down and more. Down to the 46-yard line, fresh set of downs for the Bears. And Trevor Lawrence with 2 passes is already in the zone. A handoff to LaDainian Tomlinson, who cuts it back, gets stuffed, and thrown forward to the 49-yard line for a 3-yard game. A 5-yard game, excuse me. Trevor Lawrence makes his way up under center. Snaps the ball off. Fake handoff to LaDainian Tomlinson. But that looks like his only option. He throws it out to LaDainian. Tomlinson cuts it back. And he gets a couple more yards before being thrown to the ground. A juke move to get the first down. Terrific play from LT here. Trevor Lawrence drops back to shotgun. Tomlinson to his right. That's who he gives it to. Tomlinson carries it up to the 30-yard line, up to the 29. What will Trevor Lawrence do here? 2nd down and 4. 2 wide receivers to his left. Under center. Snaps the ball. Fake handoff to LaDainian Tomlinson. He's got nobody. He drops back. He's got plenty of time. Great blocking from his defensive line. And Rondale Moore, he threw it up, and Rondale almost came down with it. Trevor Lawrence threw that one up for Rondale to go get it, and it gets swatted away. 3rd down and 4 now for the Bears. Trevor Lawrence stands back in the pocket and fires one to the free agent signing, Alshon Jeffrey, who had it in his hands and gets hit and loses the football. A dropped pass from Alshon Jeffrey, and Justin Tucker now on to kick this field goal. Boom! I think it's a 46-yarder, and that is right down the middle. Justin Tucker, Mr. Reliable, probably the most reliable player on this team. Bears up 3-0 here at the end of the first quarter. You gotta think that Alshon Jeffrey missed that opportunity. He had that ball in his hands, and he just loses it at the last second when he gets hit on the play from the Raiders safety. But we got to move past that. Trevor Lawrence has got to move past that. And now Jim Kelly trots onto the field for his 2nd drive of the game for the Raiders offense. He stands back in the pocket, tremendous amount of time, and he finds a receiver at the sidelines. Terrific toe-dragging catch from the receiver there. At the 50-yard line now. Big first play of the drive. Jim Kelly not wasting any time here. Steps back in shotgun formation. Gross Matos is back there for his first sack of the game. Gross Matos, the legend himself, makes the sack, and that's how the first quarter will end. Bears up 3-0 on the Raiders. Can we get 2 sacks in a row? 2nd down and 18. This Bears defensive line once more. He finds his receiver Dante Pettis underneath and gets it back up to the original line of scrimmage there. 3rd down and 10. Jalen Phillips is hungry for a sack. He gets off the line. He gets stuffed. But the floater! It was a floater! He threw that up there for Shannon Sharp, and he comes down with it. Jim Kelly just put a wounded duck in the air, and Shannon Sharp went and snatched it. Troy Polamalu got boxed out, couldn't get his hands around it. And Kelly steps back in the pocket, finds Shannon Sharp again, but Phillips is there to wrap him up. Kelly to Sharp is becoming a deadly combination right now. 2nd down and 6. They've only one. I can't even say it. I was about to say they've only run 1 running play. Is what I was trying. That's a mouthful right there. Before that last run, now they've run 2, but I couldn't even say it before the play got off because it was such a mouthful. And Gross Matos jumps offside. Oh no, he only jumped offside because they had a false start. Okay. To back him up 5 yards. 1st down and 15 at the 19-yard line now. And they hand it off to Sony Michel, who gets stopped a little bit before. He got a 2nd and 13 here. He got 2 yards on that one. Gross Matos on the tackle. Nick Bosa really needs to get involved in this game. He needs to cause some madness. A throw on lob and a hit from Sean Taylor knocks the ball out. A huge play that could have been a big touchdown for the Raiders, but Kelly just lobbed it to the back of the end zone and gave Sean Taylor plenty of time to recover. And Capehart was there, but he got the fumble. It's a fumble. Daxton Hill has the ball. Daxton Hill somehow was around the football. He has a nose for the football like no other. But what I was about to say was Capehart got in there and hit Jim Kelly, causing him to throw that ball before he wanted to. He still got it off and to his receiver accurately, but the hit caused the ball to come loose, and Trevor Lawrence just steps back and throws that one to Randy Moss down the field for a big gain. Randy Moss wide open. Somehow he got wide open on that one, and Trevor Lawrence now in the shotgun once again. Steps back, finds Rondale Moore underneath, and Rondale with the juke and the speed to get up a couple more yards on that one. Rondale Moore with that quick speed. First down and 10 at the 34-yard line of the Raiders. Last play before the 2-minute warning of the first half. Handoff to LaDainian Tomlinson, who drives it up, carries a defender on his back for a couple more yards. And that will be how the quarter goes to the 2-minute warning. 3-0 still. Bears have the lead with the last game of the season. The perfect season on the line here. Trevor Lawrence snaps the ball under center. Josh back in the pocket. Looks, throws it. Calvin Johnson didn't even get a chance to haul that one in. He got hit before he could even focus. 3rd down and 2. I think Trevor put a play call in that is going to work against this Raider team, and it does. He throws it, fires it to the outlaw, who gets the first down, Jesse James. And now Trevor with a quick play offense here. That fast-paced Bears offense that everybody's come to know over these past 5 seasons. Trevor Lawrence steps back in the pocket, fires one to Calvin Johnson, who brings it in at the 5. At the 7, excuse me, I thought he got a little more than that. And now Trevor calls the same play, but he audibles out of it. He snaps the ball from the shotgun. He fires it to Calvin Johnson, who gets pulled away at the 1. He couldn't extend the ball. He had to hold on to it. He couldn't focus on extending it. And we're stopped at the 1, 2nd down and goal at the 1. Trevor Lawrence in the shotgun fires it quickly, and Jesse James catches it for a touchdown. The outlaw gets a touchdown. Justin Tucker on for the PAT, and that one is down the middle. 10-0 Bears here at the end of the 2nd quarter. Tucker with the kickoff to end the 2nd quarter. It's going to go out of the end zone. He steps out of bounds, and they will start at the 35-yard line. How will Jim Kelly respond to that long offensive drive from the Bears? He fires one in. Daxton Hill couldn't get his hands on it, but he does get him for a tackle. He does bring him down, but he was just a second late on the break on the ball to get that interception. Kelly in the shotgun again, snaps it, turns it to his right. He finds Sony Michel, but Sean Taylor in there to knock the ball away. He swatted in there, knocked that ball away. Jim Kelly in the shotgun for the 3rd straight play. 2nd down and 10 now. He snaps it. Nick Bosa in there. He finds his receiver, and it's a fumble. Troy Polamalu hits the fumble and gets the recovery. Troy Polamalu with a tremendous play late in the first half here. He gives his Bears offense another chance at points before the first half is up. Trevor Lawrence in the shotgun, drops back in the pocket, fires one to Randy Moss, who steps out of bounds at the 34-yard line. 14 seconds to go. And now we are in field goal range for Justin Tucker. So now we just have to keep it, not get a sack or an interception here. Oh, Lawrence trying to squeeze that one in. He's forcing passes now. That's what got him in trouble in the Super Bowl. That is, if you could say anything about Trevor Lawrence that would be a negative, that would probably be it. He forces balls into unwanted windows. And Lawrence, he fires one to Randy Moss, who toe taps it. And that is going to be a timeout here. Trevor Lawrence decides not to run another play. Matt Nagy chooses to throw the kicker Justin Tucker out, and he drains it. 13-0 after that fumble, the crucial fumble from the Raiders. Justin Tucker gets that point across. 13-0 with 1 second left to go in the first half. I assume that Jim Kelly will just kneel this one down. Yep, that's their kneeling formation. And that is how The first half will end. Bears up 13-0 on the Raiders. Starting of the second half now, the Bears receive the football. Rondale Moore deep in the end zone. He decides to take it out. Rondale Moore up to the 20-yard line at the 19 officially. Two quick possessions at the end of that second quarter for the Bears. How will they respond? Can they keep it up? The quick pitch to LaDainian Tomlinson, who breaks away. He does a juke on another defender, but gets brought down. And Rondale Moore off-ball injury. This is not good. He's holding his left arm. Rondale Moore with an off-ball injury. Must have got hurt on the block. Trevor Lawrence under center, snaps the ball. He gets sacked. Brought down by Charles Haley. Nobody was open for the quarterback on the play, and Trevor Lawrence takes the hit. Shotgun, steps back in the pocket again. He fires to Jesse James, who gets the ball up to the 24-yard line. And you know what we do here on the channel. We do not punt the football. 4th down and 5. Trevor Lawrence in the shotgun again. Steps back in the pocket. Finds Jesse James, who holds on to the football for a first down. The Outlaw with another catch here in this game. Some more no-huddle, fast-paced offense. Trevor Lawrence in the shotgun. Fires one to LaDainian Tomlinson. Takes it up the field for a first down and more. The no-huddle offense is coming hard in this first quarter of the second half. That doesn't make any sense. But Trevor Lawrence gets sacked by Broswell. Rondale Moore doesn't have a very serious injury, so he's going to be coming back onto the field for this next play. We need him for this next play. 2nd down and 11. Trevor Lawrence has taken 2 sacks in this game, and this is why you need Rondale Moore, because his first play back from injury is a touchdown. Rondale Moore with the breakaway speed. Trevor Lawrence took 2 steps back and saw Rondale bursting through the Raiders defense. And then he finds him for the 2-point conversion, and the Bears are up 21-0. That was a tight window that Trevor Lawrence found. Let's go back and see that. I thought that was going to get knocked down or intercepted. Let's zoom in on Trevor Lawrence, just acknowledge that glorious blonde hair that he has. He takes the shotgun from Travis Frederick. A little bit of a off-center snap from Frederick, but he does haul it in. He drops back, takes a couple steps, sees Rondale Moore making the cut inside, drops back to his left, sees that window. Look at this window right here. There is 2 Raiders defenders right there, a linebacker and a safety. And that's the window that right there, that's when I knew Trevor Lawrence needed to throw that football. So he drops back, he lobs it in, but at this point he's leading him towards 2 more Raiders defenders. Rondale Moore, if he hits him right there, that's an easy touchdown, an easy 2-point conversion. He throws it in, and this is at the point where I thought it was going to get intercepted right here. But he leads him. Look at Noah Fant. Noah Fant thought he was going to catch that football, but Rondale Moore, look at that beauty of a throw from Trevor Lawrence, squeezing it in a tight window. Look at that. Rondale Moore with a fantastic catch for the 2-point conversion right there. Look at that. That's just beautiful right there. Rondale Moore. Oof. And the 2-point conversion is good. Bears up 21-0, cruising early in this third quarter. The kickoff from Justin Tucker is in the end zone, and they decide to kneel it. They don't even take it out of the end zone, and the Raiders will start at the 25-yard line. Jim Kelly he's had a couple good drives. He's taken the ball up the field on this Bears defense, but we've locked down on Jim Kelly. And Myles Murphy, speaking of locking down on Jim Kelly, Myles Murphy, the absolutely massive defensive lineman, first-round pick for the Chicago Bears this season, gets his first sack of the game. 2nd down and 17. And Sony Michel gets nothing on that rush. Stevenson right there to stop him for a loss of a yard on that one. He had nothing on that one. 3rd down and 18 at the 17-yard line. Jim Kelly in the shotgun, snaps the ball, has time, doesn't move, but Capehart is there right as Kelly was going to throw it. Capehart gets the sack, and the Bears get a 3-and-out on the Raiders quickly. 2 massive sacks for the Bears defensive line, and this team is dangerous, I tell you. Rondell Moore back to receive the punt. He gets the ball. He takes it up the field past the 50. Dodges a diving defender and takes it out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Trevor Lawrence had a terrific drive last game, throwing a touchdown to Rondell Moore and then getting Rondell Moore involved in the 2-point conversion as well. This time he hands it off to LaDainian Tomlinson for the first play of the drive, and he gets a 1-yard rush on the play. I got to give this Raiders defense some credit. They've been able to stop and hold LaDainian Tomlinson in the rushing game, not in the passing game. And a catch! Oh my God, Randy Moss! Are you kidding me right now? Replay, instant replay. Are you actually having a laugh right now? What was this? Trevor Lawrence in the shotgun, takes the snap from Travis Frederick, drops back, takes a couple steps to his left. He sees that Randy Moss is going to burst through this defender. Look, he has a clear open lane. Look at the middle of the field right there behind. Look at the middle of the field. Trevor Lawrence is looking at the fans right now. That's how open that middle of that field is right there. And then that's when Lawrence was going to throw it right there, but then he sees Randy. He gets slowed down by the defender. The safety runs into Randy Moss. And then look at this. Charles Haley comes out of nowhere. Look at this. He just burst into the screen. Look at that. And boom! Trevor Lawrence just gets the ball off, but he didn't want to throw it before, because as he's in the motion right there, the ball is out of his hand, and Randy Moss is covered heavily. He is blanketed on that throw, but he had to, or he would have took a sack. So Trevor Lawrence, he gets that ball off. He goes down hard. Randy Moss finally gets some daylight, and he decides that he has to do it. He has to dive. There's no other choice. He dives, and Randy Moss dives just above the Raiders linebacker. Is that Matt Milano on the coverage? Look at this one-handed catch. I didn't even realize it was a one-handed catch from Randy Moss. Are you joking right now? Randy, this out of control, bro. Did you just do a one-handed catch in double coverage? Well, in single coverage, but blanketed by the Raiders linebacker. Are you serious right now? And there's Trevor Lawrence in the background falling to the ground. Look at that. He doesn't even put 2 hands on the football. He still doesn't have 2 hands on the football. Randy Moss never puts his left hand on that football this entire catch. Watch Randy's left hand the entire catch. That football never gets touched by the left hand of Randy Moss. That is you know how I always say Randy Moss has the surest hands of anyone in the league? That proves it 100% right there. That is unreal. Look at that. Are you joking right now? Are you actually joking? That is crazy. I cannot believe he just one-handed that football. Oh, man, Randy Moss. You amaze me every single day. First down and goal at the 6-yard line after a fantastic catch from Randy Moss. Trevor Lawrence in the shotgun hands it off to LaDainian Tomlinson, who shrugs away a defender and walks into the end zone for a touchdown. And this game is all but over. Tucker on for the extra point, knocks it through, no question, 28-0 on the Raiders. The Bears look to have a 3rd straight undefeated regular season. The Bears have not lost a game in the regular season for 3 years. That has got to be historical. And this Bears defense might be the best Bears defense we've had in all 5 seasons. Just the talent at every position group. I mean, Nick Bosa, Gross Matos, Miles Murphy on the defensive line. Ray Lewis at the linebacker position. Troy Polamalu, Daxton Hill, Sean Taylor at the safeties. And then you have some terrific corners as well. This defense is unbelievable. And Jalen Phillips causes the ball to be incomplete to Dante Pettis. Phillips was a millisecond away from getting his first sack of the game. But he'll accept the fact that he causes Kelly to throw a bad pass and an incomplete pass. And now the Raiders on to punt. Rondale Moore back to receive it. He does. He tries to take it. Another Raider defender dives, and he jukes another one, but gets smacked at the 28-yard line. Trevor Lawrence back on the field now. He has had a terrific game. He is silencing the doubters right now. And Lawrence fires one in to Calvin Johnson. A questionable throw. One only a young, inexperienced quarterback would make, but he has the arm strength to do it. So he decided just whatever, you might as well throw it. I mean, they're going to win the game anyway. In the shotgun, the handoff to LaDainian Tomlinson, brought down quickly by Charles Haley. Third down and 10. Lawrence in the shotgun. He gets sacked on the play. Matt Milano in there, not covered. And we're going to go for it on 4th down because we don't punt this football on this channel. And why not? Randy Moss for a touchdown. 4th and 20. Trevor Lawrence just heaves that football. And Randy Moss, what do you know? He was underneath it. Trevor Lawrence just prayed that football would get to somebody on the Bears offense. And Randy Moss, talk about Daxton Hill having a nose for the football. Well, Randy Moss has the same nose for the football on this offense. Randy Moss will find that football like a magnet. He bursts through that. It also helps that he has that quick speed to get up the field, past the safeties, and break through that Raiders defense before anybody even knows what happened. 35-0. I think it's about time that Trevor Lawrence's day is done. I think I'm going to do that right now. 369 yards, 3 touchdowns, 81% completion percentage. That is a good day for Trevor Lawrence now. And it's time for the first taste of Justin Fields in this Bears franchise. He has not gotten onto the field at all. And an absolute, what was that from Jim Kelly? He gave that one back to the Bears. Jim Kelly just threw another wounded duck up in the air, and Troy Polamalu snatches it. Interception for the Bears, and Justin Fields now onto the field for his first game action here. Justin Fields hands it off to LaDainian Tomlinson for his first play of the game. Fake to Randy Moss, hands it to LT again, and he gets up to the 43-yard line. I think it's time to see Justin Fields in action now for the first time in this series. What can he do? Did we make the right decision keeping Justin Fields on this team? He steps back in the pocket. He gets sacked. He gets brought down. An error from the young man, Justin Fields, not having anybody open. He does the same play again. This time he moves out of the pocket. He throws on the run to the outlaw Jesse James, who brings it in. What a catch from Jesse James. A beautiful catch from James on that throw from Fields. First down and 10, fresh set of downs. LT trying to make something happen, break out of the hole that he's been in. He gets a few yards on the play, and Justin Fields walks up to the line again under center, snaps it, hands it off to LT, and he gets stopped for a loss. Third down and 7 now. Not as smooth of a drive as when Trevor Lawrence has been in the game. Justin Fields now in the shotgun. Third down and 7. Will he show off that arm strength that everybody knows he has? He fires one into Rondale Moore for a first down, and Rondale takes it up the field to the 8-yard line. And the 2-minute warning comes and goes. 35-0 for this Bears offense. Justin Fields with an absolute rifle shot to Rondale Moore. That may have hurt his hands on that one. And this one he fires into Randy Moss, who gets absolutely destroyed with a shoulder to the chest, keeping him out of the end zone. Justin Fields, the lone man in the backfield, in the shotgun, takes the snap, fires one to Jesse James, but Jesse, does he get it? He dives into the end zone for a touchdown. The Outlaw scores. Justin Fields gets his first NFL touchdown. And yes, it's in garbage time, and it doesn't really affect the game at all, but it's something. He showed something on that drive, getting back up on his feet after getting sacked for a loss of, what was that, like 8 or 9 he got sacked on that one? He gets back up, he wipes himself off, he throws a dart to Jesse James down the field for a first down. Then he fires one on another third down to Rondale Moore for a first down. So Justin Fields, he's definitely proving himself. And Gross Matos, speaking of proving himself, Gross Matos in there for a second sack of the game. His second sack on Jim Kelly in this game, and this Raiders offense has just been abysmal in the second half. And Kelly fires one and almost undercut from DeAndre Baker. Probably should have been caught, but that's why he's a corner and not a receiver. And they hand it off to Sony Michel just to get a few more yards, but he's caught by Ray Lewis. They're going to go for it on 4th and 13. Under a minute left to go in this ball game. Kelly in the shotgun snaps it. He fires one to Dante Pettis, who actually gets the first down, but he gets injured on the play. A throw that was behind him. He had to turn around quickly and catch that ball. But they do get the first down here. Phillips almost jumps off sides there. And they throw the check down to Sony Michel, who gets brought down by Ray Lewis. 14 seconds to go in this game. One final play. Kelly snaps it. Nick Bosa on the pressure, and he throws it to the ground. 8 seconds left. This is the final play of the ball game. 3rd and 7, 3-man deep. Nick Bosa off the edge. Kelly in the shotgun with Michel next to him. Bosa on the pressure. Kelly chucks it up the field, and they bring it down. No! It's swatted away by the Bears' safeties and corners. And with 1 second left, they're going to punt the football? With 1 second remaining, Rondale Moore will get a shot to return this ball. He's back to receive it. He does. And he gets hit immediately and brought down. But the Bears get the perfect 16-0 season. Sean McVay and the Raiders go home disappointed here. Jesse James, that catch was crazy from Jesse James. And there's Randy Moss on a nice catch. Troy Polamalu with the interception. LaDainian Tomlinson on his touchdown run. Oh, man. What a game. Justin Fields, 65 yards, 1 touchdown, and he went 100% throwing the football. He definitely proved himself to be a competent backup, which is a very good sign. That's what you like to see from your backup. Being able to come in garbage time and not choke the game away. Miles Murphy played terrific in that game coming off the line. Nick Bosa had a decent game. He didn't have the biggest impact in that game as I hoped, but he didn't really need to because Gross-Matos and Miles Murphy stepped up in his place. And yes, we finished with a perfect 16-0 record. We shut out the Raiders at home. We close out the regular season at Soldier Field with a big 42-0 victory. We will get the automatic bye, and I will see you guys in the divisional round of the playoffs. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to smash that like button, smash the notification bell, and hit the subscription button on the channel. Do all three, do the Trinity, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!